guys, it's Mrs. Taylor. I'm just here to give you a quick review on improper fractions and mixed numbers for your iReady lesson today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Just going to pull up my fractions here. All right, so as you guys already know, this fraction is a mixed number, and we could also represent it as an improper fraction. So when we say improper fraction, that means we are going to count the total number of pieces that are shaded, and we're going to keep our denominator the same that's in each hole. So if we're counting these, there are 6 pieces in each hole, so our denominator is going to be 6. Now, if we went through and we counted all of these pieces, we have 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we would write this fraction, if we were going to write it as an improper fraction, we would write it as 16/6. Now, we also need to know how to change that improper fraction into a mixed number. So my favorite way to do that is to set it up like a division problem. So I have 16, my numerator, inside of my short division box, and my denominator on the outside as my divisor. So now all we're going to have to do is divide. So we would think, how many 6s does it take to get close to 16, the closest that we could get? And we know that that is 2. And we know that 2 times 6 is going to be 12. So that goes right underneath 16. And then we're going to subtract, and we know that 16 subtract 12 is going to be 4. Now, this might be a part where you guys get a little bit confused. So up here, I have my whole number. So we're going to have 2 wholes. And then my remainder right here is my new numerator. So we're going to have 2 wholes and 4 in my numerator, and my denominator stays the same, and we know that it is 6. So we have 2 and 4, 6. And you guys probably could have figured that out just by looking at the picture, because if you notice, we have 2 wholes and 4, 6. So we're saying that 16/6 is equal to 2 and 4, 6. But you're not always going to have a picture there to remind you how to make sure that this is a mixed number. So it's good to know the division way too. All right, let's move on to the second problem. So right here, we have another improper fraction and a mixed number because they're just the same but a little bit different. So if we went through and counted these, we can see that there's 8 pieces in each hole. So we know that it is going to have 8 in the denominator. And then we have 8, 16, 24, 25. So our improper fraction for this model would be 25/8. And again, we want to make sure that we can represent this fraction as an improper fraction, but also as a mixed number. So I have my division problem set up over here. So I have 25, my numerator, inside my box, and my denominator, 8, which is going to be my divisor on the outside of my box. So now we just have to divide or do our short division. So we say, how many 8s does it take to get to 25? And I know that that is 3. And then I know that 3 times 8 is 24. So I'm going to write that right underneath my 25. And then we just have to subtract. And I know 25 subtract 24 is 1. Okay, so here's the part that's just a little bit confusing again. Remember, your number on top is going to be your whole number. So we know we have 3 wholes. Our numerator is what we had left over, or our remainder, and that is 1. And remember that our denominator always stays the same, and it is 8. Okay, again, you probably could have been able to look at the picture and see that, yes, we have 3 wholes and we have a fraction here that's 1/8, but you might not always have a picture. So we want to make sure that you know how to take the improper fraction, 25/8, and divide it to turn it into a mixed number, which is 3 and 1/8. Okay, guys, thank you.